Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Priscilla Chigariro. If you're new here, welcome. I talk about absolutely everything that is around my life, fashion, interior design, just personal stuff, and I like to share, and yeah, that's about it. Today I wanted to make this video because obviously I think everybody who watches my channel and all the new people that are now watching my channel know about what's been going on and everything. Like, there's a lot of talk and there's a lot of information out there and a little bit of misinformation as well. So I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about what has been happening in my life lately and how this has impacted me, and just share some of my thoughts. But at the same time as well, I am going to do that whilst I do something which I love, which is share my handbag collection, my luxury handbag collection. But before we get started on that, because it's Mother's Day, and also what is kind of surprising for me, not really surprising, but a little bit of a coincidence, last year around the same time, Mother's Day, I was in San Francisco and it was for my ex's trial. So there was kind of like a lot of visibility, I would say, around my family and kind of like dealing with similar issues and emotions to what I'm dealing with now. And because it was around Mother's Day as well, it kind of like, in a way, it kind of made me think about the relevance or significance of my presence in my children's lives, and how I parent them, how I mother them, and the things that I think are crucial that we should, as mothers, all give our children, give our sons, to sort of stop situations like the one that I'm in from happening. I feel like nurturing our children and kind of teaching them to be better people, and then basically if they do come to us with a situation similar to what happened to me, between me and my mother-in-law, instead of kind of supporting your child and kind of supporting abuse, to kind of be the voice of reason and to educate them or to lead them along a path that's going to be better for them. But before we get started and dive straight into that, I have a gift for everybody, a discount from my favorite jewelry designer, Louisa. They gifted me for Mother's Day 3 beautiful pieces, one of which is this stunning bracelet. I have been looking to make my gold stack a little bigger, so this was a beautiful addition. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. And I love Louisa jewelry because it does not tarnish and it doesn't fade. It's also hypoallergic, so it's actually it's not going to do anything to you. They also sent me this beautiful pair of earrings. I have, like, now, because I work every day, I have a full-time job, so, and I have to kind of be in business casual when I go to work. So having options when it comes to my earrings, because I also don't like to wear very big chunky earrings, is great. So this is like another addition to the gold earrings that I had. I was kind of finding I find I wear a lot more gold jewelry than I do silver. So I was kind of repeating them. So when they asked me what I would like for Mother's Day, I was like, oh, definitely another pair of gold earrings. Like, small hoops would be really great. But at the same time, because I do have a lot of gold jewelry, I also went for this gorgeous pair of silver. These ones, they're stunning. I'm going to put inserts of all of these pictures. I'm going to leave a link in my description box for a discount code, which you guys can use to get yourself or get your mom something for Mother's Day. Jewelry is always a winner. I find my son actually also gave me this bracelet. This was something he bought for me for Mother's Day, which was amazing. But look at these. How beautiful are they? I love how minimal the jewelry at Louisa is, and also how high quality it is, because I do, I like to, I don't necessarily always want to take my earrings off if I'm going to get in the shower and stuff like that. And also even with things like bracelets, like this one here, it's not the easiest to take off, but then, so you're kind of discouraged to take it off. So it just closes just like that. And there we go. But yeah, so I think I am going to wear the gold since the last time that I talked about the situation, and I know the last time that I talked about this, I was like, oh, this is the very last time I'm talking about this. I'm never going to talk about it again. But, sometimes like part of the healing process is being able to look at things from a different perspective and to actually be able to talk about situations that were once extremely painful or extremely triggering in a way that is a lot more productive and beneficial, to kind of look at it and to be able to analyze what you went through, any kind of things that you learned, what has changed about you as a person, and to actually grow from the experience. So with that, I'm going to show you, let's start with daytime bags, because I use those probably the most, and then we will end with like vacation bags or nighttime bags. I have this pretty cool unit that I found during my extreme hunting days for furniture. It's stunning. It's a curio cabinet, but then it's perfect because it holds all my bags and it keeps them dust free. And also the like really cool thing is a lot of the bags are leather, so every time I open the door there's like this nice little whiff of leather that comes out. But we're gonna start with my daytime bags. So I have been working in the fashion industry for a very long time. So I would say probably like 23 years. So during that time, I've collected a lot of things. This, I would say, is probably one of my all-time favorite bags. I think it's probably my all-time favorite bag. Red is my favorite color. So when I saw this bag, I actually saw it when I was in Dubai. I was walking through the duty free and they have a Gucci store in there. I saw this bag and I almost died. But yeah, fell in absolute love. But then I ended up buying it when I was in Moscow a few weeks later. And also it was like a limited edition color, because they made a lot of purples, but they didn't make, I think it was purple and black that were very popular, but they didn't make so many of the red ones. It's such a stunning bag. I feel like it's timeless. I know that the thing with a lot of these crossbody bags, and with the way that fashion is going these days, a lot of more minimal bags are more popular, like with less big logos that show, but this one for me still does the job. I absolutely love it. So this is definitely my favorite bag in my collection so far. So just so you know, for those that have been following me, you are aware that at some point whilst I was in Moscow, I was robbed. My ex sent some people to take to steal some things that were of value for me. So I lost my Chanel bag during that time. So I had a beautiful caviar medium Chanel bag, and they took that, as well as my entire jewelry collection. So that was sad. But then, these are just things. We can buy some more. Although they cost a bizarre amount of money, it's gonna be some saving. But yeah, that used to be, I loved the Chanel bag, but then out of my bags with color, this was definitely it. So as I was saying earlier, for me, I think the thing that has changed the most about me throughout this entire ordeal that has happened to me is that I learned and I realized something, because I contributed absolutely nothing to the outcome, which is I'm still here, I'm alive, I'm safe, and I am thriving. It actually made me realize that stopping myself from living, or being afraid of what could have been, and now suddenly stopping living or hiding myself or not living life to the fullest would just be redundant, because I did nothing to stop what happened from happening. I was living my life completely oblivious of the plans that someone else had for me. And then I found out after the fact. So in essence, it's just literally encouraged me to actually just live my life to the fullest. And it's also encouraged me never to actually care what anybody else says or has an opinion about the way that I live, because we only get to do this one time. And the fact that mine was almost ended so very suddenly without me knowing, I now feel like every single day I must live to the fullest. Every single day I must actually do what makes me happy. I love fashion. I love shopping. I love handbags. I love wine. I love so many things. And now it's like, okay, why stop myself from enjoying those things? Because we never know. Tomorrow might be your last day. So that's one thing that I have gotten from this. So instead of, becoming a recluse and stuff like that, I now live my life to the fullest, do what I want to do. And most of all, I do not limit myself. I don't fear no's from people. I kind of push forward. I do what I have to do. I buy myself a handbag if I want a handbag. So, and this is a Valentino rock stud. I bought this a couple of years ago when they were all the rage. I still absolutely love this bag, and I feel like this is also pretty timeless. And at the, during this time where there are like, logos are not the best thing, this bag still works really well, because the only way that you can identify that it is the Valentino is from the rock studs, and you got to know the brand, I guess, to know what it is. So I love it. This one was I think this is the large. Yeah, this was definitely not. Yeah, this is the large. I like it because it fits a lot. It's like quite a floppy bag. I kind of always keep my bags stuffed so that they maintain their shape. So I save these thingies that they put in your shoes or in your bags when you get them. And then I use them to stuff the bags to keep them in the best condition possible. Another one of my favorite bags is this completely impractical Dior saddle bag. I love it. I love the design, but then it is a very impractical bag. There's not much space at all on the inside. It's not a very comfortable. I wouldn't say this is not a day-to-day bag. You don't it's not the first bag that I would go to if I needed to go somewhere. It's also got this back pocket, which is kind of convenient because your phone can fit in there. But it's more for the beauty and more for the shape that I went for the bag. It sits really well, and I like that you can use it day or evening. When I bought this bag, it was back when they had just come out with this remake, because they did make this bag before, years ago. I'm gonna venture and say probably in the 90s or the 80s or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this was the new edition of the saddlebag, which came out around 2018, I think, 2017, 2018. So that's around when I bought this bag. And back then they were selling the strap for the bag separately. And this bag was already exorbitantly expensive, but the strap alone was a bit over $1,000 just for the strap. So no, I did not get the strap. So I only have the bag. But now they do make it the one that they released after this one comes with the strap already, which is just the plain strap. But then, yeah, I always did want the strap because I thought it was beautiful. But then it's just obscene to pay more than $1,000 just for a strap. The bag, yes, I understand, because the good thing about these bags is that they hold their value really well, which is why I like to invest in luxury bags. They hold their value. You can always resell it. Things don't go too well, you can put this on Vestiaire Collective and you can get a little chunk of change. So this is one of my other favorite bags. So the way that I actually arrange my bags is I arrange them by color, and then I also have belts that are of similar color. So we can actually look at the belts. So in our red section, I have this nice thick Bali belt. It's lovely. But then I actually have not worn it yet. I haven't found an occasion or reason to wear it. So this is what it looks like. It's pretty cute. I love it. And I also have a red Gucci belt just with that ribbing. This is very cool as well. It's thinner than this one and quite a bit more red. Life has been good. I feel like it's been good to me. I feel like once I kind of did my story time and got that off my shoulders, I was able to actually just really refocus on building myself up and rebuilding my businesses. I saw a lot of people commented, like some people commented, like, oh, why didn't you have your own money, etc. And it's like, this man actually really did the most to make sure that I had no access to anything. And he worked overtime to pretty much destroy everything that I created and to try to damage my reputation in the process. And it definitely was one of those situations where it's like, if I can't have you, then nobody will. So it's hard to explain to people sometimes, because a lot of people have been like, oh, like I see a lot of the comments that people, right, I try to stay away from social media. My friend was like to me, don't look. But then I was just like, well, I'm kind of like curious to see what people are saying. A lot of people have actually commented and kind of like asked, like, oh, why would a person be so vengeful? What would drive a man to the lengths that this man went to do all of these things? Obviously, I must have done something. But the something that I learned from this experience was, a lot of times there are people that have their own demons that just are not happy because you are happy, that just do not want anything positive or good for you. The reason why I left him was because he was abusive, and he wasn't happy with me leaving him because he knew I would be happier without him. So that was his reasoning. That is why he went out of his way to do absolutely everything that he did. He just did not want me to be happy. He just did not want me to continue. He did not want our kids to love me. He did not want me to be here on earth because I made the choice to leave him. He actually, when I told him I was leaving, at first he totally didn't believe me. He actually thought I was joking, and he was like to me, oh no, you're not gonna leave. And I left, and he couldn't believe it. So he was like, how dare you type thing. So this is another beautiful bag, and this is also a Valentino. So again, it has the studs. This was part of Valentino's African collection, which they did, I think, probably around 2013, 2012. So it's a pretty old bag. It's over 10 years old. I bought it on sale. I found it just by chance because this was a very limited collection. I found it in Moscow, but I love this bag. I just absolutely love it. Like the masks, the detail that is just on the bag is just, it's absolutely extraordinary. And it's also got, like, it's a box, so it's got so much space in it. It's very, very convenient to use, and it's a crossbody. So sometimes I will wear it just under my arm like that, and sometimes I will wear it crossbody like this. It also works really, really well. It's such a great bag. I love it. But it started, like, the strap started separating like about a year or so ago. I just haven't had the time to have it like stuck back together. It's not like, for me, I don't think it's a big deal. It is kind of a big deal because it's an expensive bag and it's supposed to be, super high quality and nothing is ever supposed to happen to it. But then I guess it is more than 10 years old, so I guess something can happen. But yeah, no, it's been a journey, and it's been a process for me. And a lot of, like, I'm not really phased actually by the comments, a lot of the comments. I just kind of sometimes wish, and I guess I do have a platform on which to respond in a more productive way to some of the comments that I see. And what I noticed, sadly, as well, is that a lot of people kind of immediately jump to the fact that we were a biracial couple. I'm black and he's white, and they kind of are very focused on that. I should have stuck to my own race. People should not mix, which I find a very, very, very bizarre thing to say, actually, especially like in this day and age. And if anything, I find it sad that that is coming from Black people, because as we know, a person's character is not defined by the color of their skin. And love is also not defined by the color of a person's skin. And if you use that as a parameter for how you live your life, it kind of, in a way, I feel like it would diminish me as a person for me to start judging and treating people differently because that one is brown, that one is blue, that one is beige. I grew up and I have always wanted to, and I'm raising my children in a colorless world where the color of our skin doesn't impact what happens to us or who we should be. And I feel like that should be the focus instead of being like, oh no, you should have stuck to black men, because like, you know what, let's face it, doesn't matter what color you are, this can happen to you. There are violent black men, there are violent white men, there are violent Chinese or Asian or whatever. It is not about the color of your skin. And it is not that I wanted mixed children or stuff like that. Like some of the comments are pretty wild. But yeah, this is Alexander McQueen. I bought this a couple of years ago. They've re-released the bag in a much smaller version, but I love this size. I also love it because it's the only bag that I have that has silver hardware. It's also a crossbody. But the disadvantage, the one bad thing about this bag is that the leather is so sensitive. It scratches so easily. And here at the back of the bag, I don't know if you can see, there's already like a couple of scratches, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it once that happens. But other than that, so you just have to be like very gentle with it, which is kind of, you know, annoying. So you can only kind of wear it, like where you're gonna be very careful and it's not gonna be dinged and it's not gonna run into stuff. But other than that, I just love that, like how you hold the bag, like the skulls and everything. Very, very classic Alexander McQueen. Absolutely love it. But anyway, as I was saying, race has nothing to do with the person's character, and it has nothing to do with the decisions that we make. And putting down a black woman or a black person for being with someone of a different race just kind of almost shows your own discomfort with your color. You shouldn't like, color should never be a factor in anything, in anything that comes to matters that address love. You know, that you don't choose who you fall in love with. And if you actually go around picking and choosing, maybe it's not really love, it's more arranged. But yeah, no, I did not pick him specifically for his color. That is not even a thought process that came in my mind. It was genuinely because he presented himself as a wonderful man, the kind of man who challenged me, who inspired me, and somebody that I could see myself being with. And again, nobody exhibits their true nature until you're probably not together, so you never know what a person's gonna bring to the table. It appears I absolutely adore Valentino because I have yet another Valentino bag, and this is not even the last. This is a bum bag. It's also the Rock Stud. I love it. I use this a lot when I travel because it holds my phone, my passport, and stuff like that. And you know, when you're traveling, like trying to dig into your bags to get passports and things, so I always kind of wear it like that, either like this or like around my waist, because it just makes everything so convenient and easy to reach. I absolutely love this bag. I have another small black bag as well. This is more, I guess this is now in the evening category. This is a Moschino clutch. It's really pretty. I've had this for absolute years. I don't even remember when I bought it, but I saw it, I think I bought it at an airport. I buy a lot of things when I'm in duty free, and this is one that I purchased there. I also got this Moschino belt in duty free. This was in Heathrow. I love this belt. It's even though it's got like this big old logo, I think Moschino is not Moschino without the logo. So that one is very acceptable. I also have this great Louis Vuitton belt. I love it because it's reversible. So you can wear it with the brown side, and this is removable, which makes it easy. Then you can flip it to the brown side, or you can wear it as black. I wear mainly the black side. I like just the simplicity and how thin it is. It's very versatile. It goes with a lot of stuff. That is it when it comes to my black bags. And then I have my creamish bags, which are a little lower down. The biggest one that I have is this, another Valentino, fluffy, well, more like puffy, like a pillow. I really like it. It comes with a strap, which makes it crossbody, but then you can also carry it. This one is much firmer, so it kind of like holds its shape really well. I like carrying it like with the top handle, just like this, well, just like this, or crossbody as well, or just basically holding it like that on my side. I really like this bag. I bought this bag. This one was released after this collection, like the first Rockstead collection. This is what came out next before they completely changed, and then they introduced the really big studs. I don't have one of those bags yet, but I have this one. And then of my cream bags, I also have this tiny little Gucci, which is great. I use this one a lot when I go out, like day or night. It's also crossbody. It's got this strap, and the strap is removable, so you can just use it. Oh, it's a little bit dirty because, yeah, I do use it a lot. And but it's easy to clean. I just haven't done it yet. Then we have another little bag. This is a Bottega Veneta. I love it. It smells divine. Like the leather, like the quality of the leather is just what's so amazing. It's super, super soft and very, very supple. I actually want to get myself the bigger version, the medium of this, but this one is really nice because day or night you can actually use this, and the color is just so amazing. It goes with billions of things, with absolutely everything. So I love that. And then I got this Louis Vuitton bag when Louis Vuitton did a collaboration with Jeff Koons. He designed, well, they did like a series of all the iconic Louis Vuitton bags. This is just like a pochette, and it comes with a strap, so you can actually wear it over your shoulder, or you can just hold it like an envelope, like a clutch, like that. So I bought this size. I wasn't like, there was like the bowling bag. I wasn't like, I didn't really, to be honest, I am not that into Louis Vuitton bags, but then I really liked this because of the collaboration. I loved the detail and stuff. I felt like it was really unique. So this was most likely, no, I think this was, yeah, this was the second Louis Vuitton bag that I ever got. The first one that I ever got is up here, this one. I actually only got this bag because I was going to an event where I had to wear blue and white, and I didn't have a lot of options. So I got this bag. I also like that it has silver hardware, and then it just has this twisty lock. It's got like quite a bit of, it's great like for daytime. You can easily like slip things in, your phone fits. It's got like the extra pocket. It's cute, but it's not a bag that I use often. I think if anything, I probably only used it that one time, and I haven't really found occasion to use it again after that, which is kind of sad because, you know, when you invest quite a bit in your bags, it's good to actually use them. So this is in here, but then I think maybe at some point I might sell it. I have got a few clutch bags. This is a Ralph Lauren. I really like it. I love the black and white. I have quite a few pairs of shoes that are black and white, so I kind of like carrying this. I know like the matchy is not like you know, not everybody likes to do the matchy but then I feel like when it comes to this, I like to always match it up with something that's also black and white. And then a while ago, like one of the businesses that I had in the past where I felt like I could, like where I invested like a lot of my creative energy, and this is something that I always wanted to do, was to have an accessories brand. That's my obsession with bags and shoes and belts. This is a bag that I made. This was part of my collection. My brand was called Shoko, and it's Shoko is my totem. As an African, we all have totems, like animals that represent your tribe. And I come from the tribe that is like the monkey tribe. So that's the emblem, the logo, which I had done, which was on all of my bags and so on. So this was just a mini bag, also crossbody with a strap. I love this bag, and unfortunately it's the only bag that I have left from that time. I had another one, but that one vanished. I have no idea what happened to it, but then through this entire ordeal that I went through, I think some of the losses, or some of the things that I think about, is the loss of the things that I had collected. You know, when you are older, when you want to pass things on to your children, or when you kind of want to look back on your life, certain little things represent certain eras or times in your life. And this was a period of my life which I really enjoyed, where I could really show my creativity when it came to fashion and design, and kind of like, you know, create. And you know, that ability to actually birth something that's not like a human but a product is like very exhilarating and exciting. So I really cherish this bag because it's all I have left now. But you know, who knows, one day I might be able to revive the brand and start all of that all over again. I also have these little evening bags, which this is a vintage bag. I bought it in New York City. And then I have this one. This is a chainmail bag. I bought this one. I found it at a market in Moscow. I love it. I've used it like so many times. And then I have this one. I found this one on Facebook Marketplace, actually. Like, look at how beautiful that is. I love the silver and how it opens. And it also has this chain, so you can wear it as a crossbody, which is very nice. It's versatile. It fits absolutely nothing. But you know, when you're going out, what more do you need besides your lipstick or your lip balm? And then I also have this one. This one I bought from a designer in Moscow. It's beautiful. I don't even remember how to open it. Let's see if I can figure it out. Not today, I guess. But it's beautiful. Got the peacock. So that is like that is all my evening bags. And then I have this one. This is a vintage Bottega Veneta. These are like bird's feathers. I've used this a couple of times. I think I even used it during the day once. You know, it's cute. I like the idea behind the bag, but then it's not very easy to maintain because these feathers are very delicate. So I only use it every now and again, but then yeah, it's pretty. I like it. It's different. Then we go on to holiday bags. So I love to shop. So for me, shopping is not just like buying tons and tons of stuff and just randomly buying. I actually enjoy the process of looking and searching and narrowing down what I find until I get a bargain or I find something really incredible. I found this shark mousse bag on a site called Sense, double S, Sense, Essence, I guess is what it's called. It's beautiful. I bought it for my holiday last year when I went to LA for my 42nd birthday. So I love, love, love this bag. It's, you know, it's a basket bag. Like, you know, everybody needs a bag like this. So it's wonderful for the beach. You can carry a lot of stuff in it. I really enjoy it. So of the other color belts, like as you can see, this is a Valentino belt. This goes really well with anything that's not black, or like when I wear whites and stuff like that, or I carry lighter colored bags. I like to wear this belt as well. And then, oh yeah, I almost forgot. I have this little Prada raffia bag. I also bought this last year. And this is, well, it's got this is not what came with the bag, but then I just keep this pearl chain in there because I can actually wear it with that. But then it's cute, like for holidays and stuff like that. Imagine you're being on the beach, etc. You go out for dinner. This is the perfect little clutch for that. Another really fun holiday bag that I have is this one. This is by a Ghanaian designer, African designer. The brand is AAKS. It is just gorgeous. I mean, it's a bucket bag, so it fits a lot, and it's got this drawstring at the top to keep your items safe. But I love this. I love it so much. So I use this as well when I go away on holiday and stuff. I feel like it's very appropriate, and it also goes with a lot of things. And I love the fact that it's got the addition of some color. Like I really, really love color with a lot of my stuff. This is a vintage belt. I bought this from a vintage store in New York as well. And it is changing color. I actually just didn't notice that. It's like silvering a little, which is okay. I guess it's old, so what can we do? But anyway, the crux of this story is that there is life after trauma. There's life after potential tragedy. And for me, I like to focus on the fact that I was given a second chance. I was given a second chance at life, and it awakened me. You know, all those illusions that we live with every day, where we feel invincible and where we fear things that we shouldn't fear, where we don't live to the fullest because, you know, we haven't been confronted with a situation where the mere idea of your existence was going to be extinguished. That motivates me to actually want more from my life, to actually realize that limitations that I set for myself are not benefiting me in any way, because, you know, it could all end tomorrow. It could all end right now. And what would I have done? What would I have achieved? But that kind of brings us almost to the end of our bag collection and also to the end of this video. But before I go, I wanted to show you guys, I have another bum bag. So I have like another set of bags, which are, you know, sort of not quite as high value as the ones that I showed you guys. But this is a Vivienne Westwood bum bag. It's also amazing. It's bigger than my Valentino one. So this one holds quite a lot more. And then I have like bigger bags. Like I have your Louis Vuitton carry-all, my trusty, always there. Love this. I bought this actually when my daughter was born as a baby bag, and I love it because I can still use it now, and I use it a lot. And then I have like this collection. I only have 2 of them here, but I love these Longchamp bags. They're excellent. So I usually kind of always carry them when I travel, because if I ever need to pack extra things, or when you go somewhere, you never know what you're gonna buy. So these always work really well, like for me to pack extra stuff, because they're actually quite big when you fold them out. And I like that because you can fold them up and pack them away. They're very easy to keep together. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for your support. If you have any questions and you want to know more, please feel free to ask. And that said, I'm actually working on quite a few new projects and kind of rebuilding everything that I had before, but then with a very, very different perspective. I now appreciate and see different things. And it's funny that trauma and tragedy can actually kind of help you to see a lot of things in a very, very different light. And it's not all bad. It's actually been very, very, very beneficial for me. And yeah, I can't wait to share everything that I'm working on. But one of those is a book. Yes, a few people have asked me like, oh, why don't you write a book? Why don't you write a book? And I kind of had always put it off because, you know, as I said at the beginning, it was hard for me to actually talk about this, or to deal with it, or to even watch the videos that I made before. And in all honesty, I actually haven't watch them again. Like after I made them, I posted them and I just never watched them. So any kind of reminders are actually from other people that have watched them, or questions that I get from you guys where I'm like, oh, did I say that? Or okay, then I have to go back and watch a certain little piece and then I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I did say that. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. And again, it is Mother's Day. Let us all think of our mothers and get them a beautiful gift from Louisa. I have linked my discount code in the description box below. Take a look, click. They have beautiful, beautiful products, and I'm sure your mom will love them. Thank you again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.